So in which other ways does Ahiflower fit in with regenerative agriculture principles?
Whilst regenerative is quite broad, there are a number of key principles there. One of the key ones is minimising soil disturbance, because when you're ploughing, soil can release carbon into the atmosphere, which is never a good thing from a climate change perspective. And the great thing is, the majority of our farmers, have what are called sort of direct drills, where you can literally cut the seed straight into the ground. There's no ploughing beforehand. So the seed gets dropped in, so our growers tick that box. Also, I've mentioned the armour, which they basically say keep the soil covered. It's almost like giving the soil armour, and so obviously the benefit of that is when you're direct drilling, you've already got some straw from the previous crop, because Ahiflower is what they call a break crop. So basically, rather than growing what they call yellow strawed crops, like wheat and barley, if you do that for too long, yields deteriorate, the ground can get sick. And so you normally need a break crop, which is something different. So you basically, one of the principles is keeping the soil covered, so you have straw from the previous crop. Ahiflower itself, once it's growing, you're later in the season, it covers the ground anyway with the biomass, but then the leaf drops down as well after you've combined it. The guys then chop the straw, which then gives another layer of organic matter on the top as well. So it ticks that principle. The other one is maximising species diversity, and obviously Ahiflower, being a totally different species, ticks that box straight away. And in the UK, there's guidance about the number of different crops you should have in the rotation, so it basically widens the rotation, which is a big improvement as well. And then, as I said, the other one is maintaining a living root in the soil all the time, which is then obviously benefiting soil structure, and there's less runoff. So as I say, Ahiflower is normally growing itself for about 9 months of the year, and then immediately after that, a number of our guys are putting in a multiple mix of species as well. So there's not a single pillar really that at some point we're not meeting.